Futures on the US stock indexes are growing as Congress confirmed Joe Biden as the US president. The US dollar index is also regaining footing. The Canadian dollar is trading in the red and Bitcoin set another historic record. The Dow Jones rose 0.41%, the Nasdaq climbed 0.58%, and the S&P 500 is 0.33% up. Today, investors are responding to the news that Congress eventually confirmed the victory of Joe Biden in the presidential election. After the announcement that Democrats had won the Senate election in Georgia, hundreds of Donald Trump supporters clashed with the police in Washington and assaulted the Capitol building. Despite violent protests, American exchange floors closed mainly with gains yesterday. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 hit record highs in the New York trade yesterday. The Nasdaq was the only benchmark index to close in the red. Earlier today, US lawmakers again assembled for a joint session to confirm Joe Biden as the next president. Yesterday, a curfew was imposed in Washington to calm down the social unrest. Later in the New York trade, investors will get to know a series of macroeconomic data. Experts predicted that the number of first-time unemployment claims increased 13,000 last week to 800,000. Besides, market participants will take notice of a report on the US trade balance. Analysts expect the trade balance deficit to expand to $65.2 billion in November. Today, the US dollar bounced off its lowest level since 2018 against the euro and the yen. The US dollar's index grew 0.4% to 89.77. Nevertheless, the greenback is still weak against the major currencies and emerging market currencies. Rising yields of treasuries are expected to support the US dollar versus the euro and the yen. Indeed, the US currency is undervalued as investors are downplaying the momentum of the US economy and the new president, Joe Biden. The greenback is asserting strength against its Canadian rival. The USD CAD pair gained 0.3% to trade at near 1.2709. And today, Bitcoin marked a fresh all-time high above $38,000 per token. At the moment of preparing the material for this video, the number one cryptocurrency is trading at $38,198, having climbed 5.83% in intraday trading. The highlight of the day is the news on another seat for a Democrat in the Senate. The market is anticipating that Democrats are on the path to win control in the Senate. As Democrats have a majority in the three branches of power, they will forge ahead with their decisions without any obstacles. Both voters and investors blame Donald Trump for the doom and gloom in the economy, and they pin hopes on a predictable and stable policy of the president-elect. However, they should not forget that the control of one party over the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of power does not always ensure welfare and stability. That's all for today. We continue to monitor the situation in the financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and stay up to date with the latest news with us. See you tomorrow.